You start.
Hi, guys. Welcome to our second episode of What is This World? The more we learn, the less we know. Brian, how are you today?
It's true. Look, I don't know very much at all, which is kind of scary as the older I get. But that's the thing, Ashley. As we get older, I find that we do learn, or we know a little bit less than we thought we did. Because I think when you're younger, I remember my 20s. Uh, you thought you knew everything.
I just don't really remember my 20s.
Well, you don't.
No, it's true. No, when you were younger, like when I was younger, I did think that I knew more. But I do also feel like and I'm not going to call myself old, as I increase in wisdom or in distance between I came out of my mom's vagina.
Oh wow.
Like, I think that there are things that you can discern, like through experience, you can kind of know instincts, gut feelings kind of become a thing. And because you've experienced something before, like, oh, that doesn't sound exactly right. Or that doesn't sound exactly like it makes a lot of sense, where you didn't question as much when you were younger. Does that make
Sure.
sense?
That makes sense. That makes sense. You look lovely today, by the way. We'd like to thank everyone who's watching us live. We appreciate your support. If you haven't already, yes, we actually have an actual standalone YouTube page. So I know a lot of you are watching on Ashley's channel, which is fantastic. But we invite you to actually subscribe to What Is This World podcast. If you just go in the search bar of YouTube, punch in What Is This World podcast, will come up, and you can subscribe. We appreciate that support. So people think, hey, these guys actually have a couple subscribers. We have a couple. We went up. I think we went up 10 in a week, Ashley. We had 10 more in a week. Isn't that amazing?
That means we have some pictures to take, I feel like, or some gifts to give out.
Nah, I've given up on that. No one's going to get my feet. But if we ever set up a Patreon, yes, there might be some risque photos in the Patreon. We'll see.
Ryan,
Okay.
his underwear, things like
Me and my dad bod for everyone to see. Absolutely. Okay. Well, what came across our algorithms this week? Some interesting stuff. And I don't know where to start. I'm all over the place. I do have a movie trailer that I want to show, but I'm going to show the movie trailer at the end, just in case YouTube just decides that it's a copyright. Because when you stream live and you copyright stream, YouTube can be kind of weird about that and say, hey, no. So I have a backup recording going anyway. So I should also say, for context, we're also available on audio right now. So again, if you go in any of your podcast apps, click in What Is This World podcast, we come up in your podcast app. So if you want to listen to us audio at any time while you're driving, biking, working out, we're available both on video and on audio. So all that being said, if the stream cuts out at the end, that's why YouTube said, hey.
Very smart. I think also the AI is doing that as well now, right?
Maybe. Oh, speaking of, I got some AI clips. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to show you a clip here, and I want you, Ashley, to tell me. It's silent. The music, I took out the music. That there's a music bed in these clips. I just took it out. But that's okay. It's a visual anyways. We're going to watch the clip, but I want you to discern if it's real or not.
This is going to be a fun game. We should maybe think about this game once a week.
No, this is it. This is the only time we're going to do this.
Okay.
Sorry, it's a terrible idea. No, yeah, if they come across our feeds, remember, this is just what comes across our algorithm. This is what the world's presenting to Ryan at the very least. But I want you to tell me at the very least. I don't know why I said that twice. Ashley, is this real? Or is this staged? Let me know. Here we go. Okay, just for our audio listen. Sorry, I want to say for our audio listeners, we have a guy on roller skates. So it's in slow motion too for some reason. So somebody's filming Buddy on roller skates at a restaurant where they come out. Do you ever go to those like drive-throughs when the girls, usually it's females, they'll come out the roller skates?
Well, this was like a thing in the 60s or the 70s, those hamburger joints that they would bring the hamburger in your car. Yeah. Like it's a scene from Grease.
That's right. It's really really fun. Now, what I noticed about this restaurant, I'm not sure where it is. Not that there's anything wrong with it, but I think it's all men are in this restaurant and they're all the same ethnicity. That word. It looks like. Thank you. So here we go. The Buddy's roller skating. Someone's filming them. He's carrying
Buddy. He's carrying a pizza.
He's got like bowls of soup or stew. Another guy's filming him too. People are talking, having fun. Yeah, they're just chilling. And the cameraman's definitely falling. He does a little spinneroo with his tray. Like, look at me. Look how fancy I am with the tray before I deliver the food. And then the food goes flying. So, Ashley, I ask again, is this staged or real?
Well, the first thing I was going to say is how much practice, because even if you're good at roller skating or rollerblading, I'm not sure what he's up to, that would take, to do those moves with stuff in your hands would take some practice. I think it's real.
You think it's real? Okay. I think it might be staged. Now, I've had the benefit of seeing it.
Staged? I thought you meant like AI.
Oh no, this is not AI. These are real humans.
I think it is real. I think he wanted to make that happen.
Oh, like you think?
I think he wanted to do a circle and then deliver the food.
Oh, you think his end goal was to deliver the food?
That is my gut feeling.
Well, there's no way to verify unless the people who filmed
what?
No, that's it. That's the game. Yeah. So we
what
do have
you
a couple.
Guys think? Oh, it's staged.
Well, he's guessing. MK is guessing. I'm guessing it's stage 2 because if you go back just a bit, I think Buddy put his hand inside the tray. If you look, I had the benefit of watching this a few times, and I really apologize. It's so slow, but watch his right hand.
Find out if it was staged.
Look, he puts his right hand up. Look, he puts his hand into the bowl of soup somehow, or for some reason, and then off it goes. Yeah.
Well, what does that say? People want to see an accident more than they want to see a successful, cool delivery of food to a table?
Maybe. And also, all this food looks very brown. It looks like vomit. Look at the food. I don't know what this guy's serving, but it looks like the same dish in every bowl. It just looks like a bowl of vomit.
It does. You're right. Where are the colors? Where are the vegetables?
It's all vomit. That's what vomit looks like, right? So I don't know. Maybe somebody vomited in the kitchen. He couldn't handle the smell. And all the gentlemen here, again, they're of one culture. It looks like a real restaurant. I'm just not. I don't know. I'm not going to eat there.
So the color is all the same of the food. The people seem to all be the same color. I feel like they needed something to like shake things up a bit there,
Yeah, everything. There's one color through this whole. There's one color through this whole video. Okay, there we go. Real or stage? Let us know in the comments below. That is that video that came.
And if someone can find out, please let us know in the comments.
Yeah, let us know. Oh, thank you, Todd. Okay, so this one here, I thought this was interesting. Have you ever gone to
casino?
Yes. Have you ever been to a casino? No, this is not a casino. Oh. Have you ever gone to like the movie theater or restaurants? They have the variety of soda where you can change it to cherry Coke, cherry Sprite.
Like in the machine?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Well, check this out.
I mean, those have been around a while.
Good afternoon, casino guests. We're going to introduce to you our brand new Heinz Remix machine that will give you custom sauces. Build over 2,000 sauces. We're the first in the state of Washington to have this machine. All right, my favorite flavor is ketchup. And then I'm going to add bacon and jalapeno to my mix. And so once you build your flavors, you can add up to 2. You're gonna say mix my sauce, and then you're gonna click start mixing, and here it goes.
Okay, so there's the flavoring that goes in the bottom of the cup here. So again, for our audio listeners, what's happening here is you have a Heinz sauce mixer where you can have over 2,000 different combinations of sauce for your fries or your chicken wings or your potato wedgies or whatever it is, just like they have for soda machines. So what's your thoughts, Ashley, on that as a thing to have when you go to the restaurants?
The first thing I'm thinking is that's a lot of options, right? 2,000 different options for sauce. The second thing I'm thinking is kind of cool. I mean, when you go to a place, it's like, do you want Hollandaise? Do you want Thousand Island, right? So you can make your own thing. That's kind of cool. I just feel like the line for that machine is going to get quite long. People are going to be like, do I want jalapenos? Do I want bacon? So they should have more than one machine, I feel like. But it's an interesting, cool idea. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's not a bad idea. Again, I agree with MK there. I agree with you about the line. You're right about one cup at a time. They actually sped up the making. Here's the first part is the flavoring that seems to go in, and then the last part is the actual just Heinz ketchup, and watch how it mixes here.
It's going through its final mixing, and it's almost done. And it's complete. Enjoy your sauce with your favorite fries from the deli.
I kind of wish they got a guy with
Heinz machine. Sorry to interrupt you.
Go ahead.
Does it have to be a ketchup sauce, or can it just be like a sauce?
Well, I believe it's the Heinz is the company that made the machine.
Copy that, but does it have to be ketchup with jalapeno with da-da-da? Can you just hold the ketchup? Maybe because it's an advert.
Well, I think it's the base ingredient, sort of like soda, basic ingredients, water and fizzy, and then they add the syrup. So here it's the same thing. I think the ketchup itself is the base, and then basically you're flavoring the ketchup, so you can make.
That's basically flavored ketchup. I think that's misleading. It's not sauce. It's flavored ketchup.
Maybe. I didn't dig enough. I only watched the video, and I actually kind of the video was longer. I edited it. It was a little bit too talk, but he didn't mention what the base liquid was, but it looked like ketchup on that one anyways. But not bad. I think that would be fun to have in your home, a little mini version of that. But the amount of syrup that you'd have to put in, all the different flavors. I would probably do a lot of. I think jalapeno would be good. I wouldn't mind that. All right. But you're right about the lineup. One machine when you have 20 customers going through, that could take a while.
That many options.
Yeah. So I'd recommend getting your sauce first before getting the fries, because you're going to wait in line with your hot fries. You're going to get cold by the time you're done.
True.
Okay. All right. Okay, here we go. This is a fun one. Okay, so on the right, we have a young person who is upset with the Epstein files. We haven't really talked about the Epstein files on our show yet. Not really important. I don't think we could add any real value to the discussion. A lot of interesting emails. I do like that Bill Clinton was getting a kick out of reading them. That was a fun little meme that went around. He seemed to have fun reading them. I do like how Hillary Clinton didn't understand any question that she was asked. So, those who are guilty keep getting away with stuff, but that's not the point. The point is this young person here in this car feels very adamant about the results of the Epstein files investigation so far. And they scream out their frustrations in the car. They film it. They felt the need to film their frustrations and then yell or scream that frustration. Buddy on the left with the guitar saw said clip and said, you know what? They sound like a screamo metal singer. So he composed his own original music with their scream. So that's the context. Now, also for the lyrics that are on top there that play, they're a little bit off. I'll let you listen to it all the way through. I heard it about 5 or 6 times, and I found out what she was really, or they were really singing or screaming, and it's not quite what the algorithm picked up on the whatever clip maker made this video. So anyways, all that being said, here is, I think, one of the greatest songs ever written in the last few years. Here we go.
Here's the thing. I don't want impeachment. I don't want them to serve time. I want them taken into the city town square, hung from their ankles, and got them from my country. Got them from my country. And got them from my country.
Okay.
I'm just concerned about her blood pressure immediately. Her face gets so red. You were saying, Ryan?
Well, I for safety, I don't want to misgender anyone. Actually, I am referring to them as they, because I'm not sure.
You're more concerned about her safety, about misgendering. I'm concerned about her operating that vehicle. Sorry, go ahead.
Is she driving? Let me see. Is she actually
She's
moving?
driving.
Oh, she is. She is driving. Okay. So the lyrics are a little bit wrong. What she's saying is she wants to gut them from their groin to their taint.
I thought she said whoa. What did she say?
Gut or cut. So here's the lyrics. So when she says
I
when
thought
the
she said
lyrics,
hanging from their ankles. How did I hear that?
no, ankles is there too, but the part she screams is actually cut them from their groin to their taint.
That is so specific.
Well, the taint, yeah. So here we go. Now you know the actual lyrics. I think it adds more value to the song. So let's finish it again here. Anyways,
It's so hardcore. I heard it that time.
yeah. Does everyone know where the taint is? Well, when you cut them from the groin to taint, isn't that a small incision?
Well, I was just gonna say, I feel like they're quite close together.
Yeah, that's not a very big incision. It's a very small incision. It's actually it's not too bad if you're going to cut them. It's, your groin, your taint are very close together. It depends which way you go, I guess. I guess you could, you have to go groin to taint. So if you start at your groin, I guess you can go up your body around the back. I guess you could do it that way, but that's your whole body being cut in half. So yeah.
And
Either way,
guess they. Sorry, go ahead. Either way, what?
Well, she did say, or sorry, they did say that they're going to hang them by their ankles. If they're hanging by their ankles, maybe that's the cut around. Oh, I see. They're upside down. Their groin is facing you. Okay, they are saying this. So you cut them from their groin down, come around their backside up to their taint. So you've really, yeah. Okay, good.
Does that mean Does that mean castration, basically?
Well, I think it means everything. I think you're empty. Your whole body's emptied out. Yeah.
Probably that. Eunuch. Here we go.
All right. So they feel very passionate about that, and I hope everyone gets the help they need. But kudos to that guitarist. He did a great job there. We need a little bit. We need something a little bit lighter because that was very graphic. Speaking of AI, this is AI. I watched just one part of it to see if it was worth putting on our show. AI is kind of not scary, but it's very interesting. I find it fascinating to watch and how people use it. So somebody created babies telling jokes at a stand-up comedy show. Babies telling jokes. Now, I saw the one joke at the beginning that actually made me slightly chuckle. So I'm like, are we in trouble? Are comedians in trouble? Here we go. Let's find out.
And that has nothing to do with AI babies.
Well, it's not going to help their cause. Here we go.
Breastfeeding is weird as hell, bro. I mean, my food comes out of my mom. What is that all about? Like, is she supposed to be my parent or my fucking friend?
Okay.
That's actually a good joke.
That's not bad. Okay, let's see the next one. So that's what I saw. I'm like, okay, that's not bad. I wanted to now. We're not gonna do the whole 3-minute comedy special. It's a short special. It's a baby special, but we'll do a couple more jokes. Let's see if we do any more slight chuckling.
My mom said I have to start potty training. I'm like, excuse me? You want me to go to another room and sit on a cold seat instead of shitting comfortably in bed? Are you fucking serious?
No, I think part of the problem, a good problem or whatever, is that it's a baby. It's talking about, how comedians will talk about their love life and all that. They're talking about being a baby. These are the jokes babies would tell if they could speak, right?
I bet.
Okay, that's not bad. I agree. Shitting in your own bed is much more. It's easier. You don't have to go anywhere. So far, so good. Let's check out the third joke.
Someone asked me what I want to be when I grow up. I'm like, never mind what I'm going to be. I still haven't figured out what I am right fucking now. Mom keeps wrapping me in blankets, so I'm thinking of some kind of burrito, maybe. Mom?
I love that. Why did that kid look so scared? He was like, why am I on stage? Okay. Now we have a black baby. I wonder if we'll get like some like Chris Rock or Chris Pebble jokes. Let's check it out.
Says I have to eat my vegetables if I want to get big. I'm like, oh yeah, Mom? I have to eat my vegetables to do that? You sure? 'Cause I know for a fact your ass didn't get that big eating no motherfucking vegetables.
I kind of knew it was going to go there. But still, great delivery. Okay, one more. I got to hear one.
I love that. I thought I was going to be a breast joke, though, for sure.
Oh, okay. I'm hoping for an Asian baby now.
I said a swear word, and my dad threatened to wash my mouth out with soap if I said it again. I'm like, do what you gotta do, Dad. Just promise me you won't use the same bar of soap that you wash your fat fucking ass with.
I love it.
Okay, so barely standing up comedy. That's what this is called. Look, now I know with AI you have to give us some prompts, right? I've dabbled with it a little bit with AI. I'm an AI dabbler, so I know you have to give it a little bit of prompts. You have to say like, create a stand-up comedian, or sorry, a stand-up show with a baby, and you can tell AI come up with your own jokes, but you can also tell the AI to say the jokes you've given it. So I don't know if the creator of this did that. Either way, I laughed. Is this scary that I laughed at jokes that came from a non-human? What does that mean?
So I think that's what I was thinking of. The game that we would play is like, is it AI or is it not? This is obviously AI. That's not.
Are you sure?
Toddler. Well, you told me in the beginning, but it's not a toddler, right, on stage.
Right.
But I think we're getting to the point where it's very difficult to know what is real and what isn't real, right? But that is a very fun and creative way, a utilization of AI, if you will.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, this is only what 2 years ago. Remember the old AI videos of 2 years ago showing Will Smith eating pasta and how bad it looked. Like, kind of remember how like it looked really weird him eating the pasta. I don't know if you've seen that video. It was very popular.
Seen it.
It's just crazy what they can do now 2 years later. Imagine what 2 years from now will be like. Is what I'm getting at. There's the acceleration rate of technology and AI is such that we might not. Well, we're already getting to the point where I've been tricked with AI. Like, I've been tricked. I found out on my own that it was AI, but like a video. I think I might have mentioned this, but there's a video. Start off with a guy going down a water slide. It was a point of view camera, so I thought he was wearing a GoPro on his head. He's going down a water slide. Oh, fun! I love water slides. But then quickly within the video, he flew off the slide, and it was like a crazy dream. But there's a part though at the very beginning where I thought it was a real water slide. Like, it looked real until it became insane.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Yes, Keith, this is live, so feel free to say what you like. Hopefully it's nothing too brutal. Okay. All right. Okay, let's go back to this one here.
Well, breaking news tonight.
Okay. Did you hear about this? This was actually making the news. This made my algorithm. I'm not sure why. Cough, cough. This ex-mayor, she was mayor at the time. I don't want to spoil too much. Does this ring any bells just yet? A mayor?
Not for me.
Okay. Did some, she's a female, 43. She did some shenanigans.
What ex-mayor doesn't, but go.
Okay, good. So you don't know the shenanigans. Well, I'll let these two guys doing this news clip here. I wasn't sure if this was a real news site. You know what I mean? Like, they look weird.
Is it recent?
Yeah. Oh yeah. This is
like, that guy's mustache looks like an 80s porn stash. Like, well, right?
It might be.
Who's rocking that in 2026?
He is, for sure. Okay.
That's true.
Hey, Keith has just given us. Hey, there you go. UK is up and about. Okay, so
thank you guys for being here.
This is a real news station, and this is a real news story, and I want to talk a little bit about it for sure. This is going to garner a little bit of discussion, but here's the story. Okay.
A jury just found former DeRidder Mayor Misty Roberts guilty on 2 charges.
The jury deliberated for around an hour before finding Roberts guilty of indecent behavior with a juvenile and carnal knowledge of a juvenile. Now, Roberts was accused of having sex with a teen at a 2024 pool party while she was mayor. And today, there was more shocking testimony from the teen at the center of the trial.
Okay, this video doesn't quite show her. Objectively, she's kind of pretty. I do have a picture coming up. I'm just being honest, Ashley. I'm speaking. I gotta hold my man card a little bit here. I'm sure there's some listeners and watchers who think maybe I shouldn't carry a man card. But however, I do find females attractive that are attractive, and she's not bad looking, and she's what you call.
Go ahead.
Oh well, this is what the kids say.
Mother, I'd like to
fondle.
Yeah. I just objectively feel like there's something so disgusting about women that do things to children, not only that do things with or to children, but that do not stand in front of children and protect them.
Oh, she was protecting them. She covered them completely. Okay. So there's more to it. So that being said, we're going to hear some of the testimony. What this is what's crazy. So I'll tell you what happened because I think it's important to know what happened. So what happened was it was a pool party. Her son's friends were at the party. He was 16. Okay. Now, I'm not saying that's an adult, 16-year-old.
It's underage. It's called statutory rape.
I'm not defending it. Let me get this out. I promise
you.
I
just want to make sure you're not pulling that like it's almost 18 thing.
Well, it depends on the state.
The law is not developed.
I think. Oh, geez. What's that? Was that a Bing? Is that my Bing?
Me. I'm just kidding. Go ahead. Don't be distracted.
Okay. Well, I'll try not to be distracted.
Let's go. So pool party. He's 16.
Yeah, that's right. So he's 16 years old, and I remember being 16. And I assure you that I'm just saying, I don't know what I would have done. I don't know what I would, but I'm 16. I'm not the adult. I understand. I'm not speaking for her. I'm speaking for me as a 16-year-old. I'm just saying, I would have consented as a 16-year-old. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying she's allowed to.
Aesthetics, how she looked.
Well, she looks fantastic. And at this party, Ashley, she was wearing a bikini. All the kids were drunk. Oh, they are kids, but all the 16-year-olds were drunk. His friend saw his mother on top of him through his bedroom window.
Oof.
and so did the sister. His see,
That is very traumatic, all of it. But
well, of course, it's very traumatic for the son to see his mother boffing his best friend. But so she, after the boffing session, after they had coitus, the mother comes into the house, and of course the son's like, "Mom, what are you doing?" Like, now the son's mad at the mom, right? The mom is like, "Hey, what are you doing? You're having sex with my friend." She's like, "Well, he's 17." And he's like, "No, he's actually 16. But that being said, you're the mayor of this small town, and you're having coitus with my friend." And so when the friend sobered up the next day, he's like, "Yeah, I didn't like that." And so they all went to court. The son, the son, the friend, and the sister, and her ex-husband all went to court on this poor woman who will now.
Can I ask you a question? Do you have a brother?
I have 3 brothers. Yeah.
Are any of them whatever? If any of them, if you walked in, first of all, the fact that she's a mayor, holding a public office, that should make this. I mean, when I hear teachers doing these kinds of things, it's very upsetting, right? But being a mayor, people trust you. If you saw one of your friends boffing your mom, wouldn't it give you some kind of feeling? And do you like that is a traumatic event? I feel like that takes a long time, if not forever, to recover from.
So we got 2 different scenarios. So now you're putting me in the son's position. Okay, so now I'm the son watching my own mother have coitus with my friend. Yeah, I would have trauma from that. Like, like I wouldn't want to see that. So that's the son's perspective. Now let's flip back on the teenage boy who's underneath this hot woman. He's not related to this woman who's on top of him. They have coitus. What do I feel about that situation? That's a different scenario. That's all I'm saying. It's a different scenario for the boy. Yes, please go ahead, Ashley.
Raising my hand in class as well. Also, why was a mayor allowing underage people to be drinking at a party that she was at? And knowing that he had been consuming alcohol, isn't that not only underage, I mean, statutory rape, but as well,
Yeah.
Whatever that charge is, where, they're under the influence.
Yeah. You're right. So here's the, we'll finish the news story now here of this news story here.
He took to the stand today and described in detail what he says happened the night of the alleged incident. He testified Roberts was really drunk and he'd also been drinking heavily. He then told jurors they had sex.
Okay, I love how he's
drunk and drinking heavily. Sorry, go ahead.
No, listen to what the teens did again. Listen to what the news guy says. Check it out.
24 pool party while she was mayor. And today there was more shocking testimony from the teen at the center of the trial. He took to the stand today and described in detail what he says happened the night of the alleged incident.
Described in detail. I can imagine that some of the jury are like, and then, and then she took off her top. Describe, please, the size.
What color was the bikini again?
Yeah. So I just love. Anyways, I would love to get the transcript. Yeah. See, we got some not guilties coming in here.
I will say this.
Yes.
I have a friend who nobody knows. I'm not going to obviously say his name. He was a victim, and I'll say that word, of teachers when he was in school.
Oh.
And they would, because he had a learning disability, would do things with him and pass him on tests in school. And this is something, as like a 40-something-year-old man, he still gets emotional about at this.
Well, that's horrible.
Yeah, I agree. It's not very different. And he didn't even get to be drunk. But isn't it interesting that the next day, I wonder if his parents, the kid who had sex with the mayor, I wonder if his parents encouraged him, or even if they found out, or if just through his own volition, he was like, this doesn't feel right. I want to go to court.
Well, he did receive an injury at school the next day.
An injury? What kind of injury?
His wrist from high-fiving all his friends got sprained after the day. Okay, let's continue, Ashley. Let's continue.
He testified Roberts was really drunk and he'd also been drinking heavily. He then told jurors they had sex.
He testified that afterwards he realized what was happening. He claims Roberts and her son got into a fight in which she allegedly said, "Go fight your friend. He's the one who did it."
It's not pause. Yeah. This is the one who's very, very stunning.
This is not the greatest. This is her jailhouse photo. I mean, she's not going to be that glamorous about it. That's not bad for a jailhouse photo of 43. Come on.
You're not wrong.
That's a bad photo. I've seen some full body. I mean, I wasn't looking for any bikini. I mean, her Instagram is down. I mean, anyways. Her name is Misty Roberts, by the way, which actually sounds like an adult film name, doesn't it? Misty Roberts.
It does 100%. It does.
In fact, when you Google Misty Roberts, you will come across adult film stars with the same name. Just
It's kind of like my last name.
Yeah, it's true. Okay, so yeah, not the best photo. But...
After closing arguments, the judge gave
Not
the jury
bad
their
for a
instructions.
booking photo, though.
So here's her while she's mayor, looking a little bit better.
We have more details.
Like, can you imagine that? Look, again, a 16-year-old boy, bikini. She was wearing a bikini, and there was photos too that were shown at trial of her in the bikini with the same quote unquote victim smiling and adoring her in the bikini in the photo. So I'm just saying.
Details about what happened in court today on our website.
There she is. So she has been now registered. Actually, the update is she has been registered as a sex offender, and I believe her sentencing is in April. And
I'm sure she has been removed as mayor, hopefully.
Yeah,
as
she's
well.
now not mayor anymore. I think she resigned shortly after the incident. But she is now registered as a sex offender, and she could face up to 17 years in prison in April. Make sure you subscribe to our channel, folks, and we'll give you the update on the sentencing in April. There you go.
We're following this closely.
So, yeah, she's okay. Well, speaking of bad mother.
Oh, here we go.
Speaking of bad, now again, I've muted the music in this video because it would copyright our channel. Have you seen any of the videos of Britney dancing?
I did see something, I believe it was on Twitter, and somebody wrote, "My mom and I are about to go save Britney ourselves because why is everybody letting her?" But hasn't she been doing these kind of wild dancing videos for some
she's
time now?
had some with knives in her hand. I don't know if they're real or not. There has been instances where she dances. I don't know what they mean. They're odd dancing. The dancing doesn't quite match the music. So even if I had the music playing, which I'll show you the dancing, I don't think her dancing matches the music. I think she might have some mental health issues.
You think?
I think so. I'm not a doctor. So here she's dancing. So she's wearing a trench coat.
Well, at least she's got some clothes on. I was just going to say that. Trench coat, cowboy hat.
Yeah, there was one recently where she, I think she had a Janet Jackson or some sort of nip slip that happened. I think that video's down now. I couldn't find it. But even if I found it, actually, I wouldn't be able to put it on YouTube for YouTube's terms of service, right?
Sure.
So what would you call this dance? You're a dance specialist. What kind of dance is Britney doing right now?
Dance specialist. Yeah, I've been dancing since I was 2. I minored in dance at university. Thank you. I would call that
You've dabbled in dancing. So what is
medical dance? I don't even know. Like some kind of whatever drugs and whatever is happening. But here's the thing with Britney. She's been dancing forever as well. So I think she tries to throw in some moves that worked at like I'm a slave, like any of her like old school, like she'll throw in a couple of moves that make sense. And then I'll just be spinning. And it's like, what's happening?
If you woke up and you saw this face next to you in bed, like looking at you in the dark, what would you do?
I would be terrified. What about you, Ryan?
The question is, would I still? That's the question. It's a toss-up. The mayor or Britney? I think I have to go with the mayor on this one.
I think anyone with a sound mind, and I can't believe I'm saying this, would go with the mayor.
Yeah. In old time, things can be forgiven. She'll be 60 when she gets out. Hopefully she takes care of herself. All right. So there's she's pulling her or has some groin pains or something. Is that real hair or those, what do you call clip-ons, extensions?
Extensions, it looks like, but we do not know. I mean, I'm just wondering, like the shorts keep coming a little lower or the skirt. I'm not sure.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, we don't get the rest of that video. Maybe everything came off. There was a time. I mean, Britney is just a little bit younger than me. So when she was a starlet at the time, I was about her age, and she looked great at the time. But she's sort of crazy now, right?
Well, I think she's not taking care. It looks like she's not taking care of herself.
No. She was arrested, as you know, very recently for DUI.
So yeah, I was just gonna ask, when was that video? In terms of, she got arrested what, two nights ago?
At the time it's recording, a few days ago. I tried to find. She did post. Okay, so she did post a dance video on her Instagram shortly before her DUI, and she deleted or unpublished or whatever her Instagram shortly after the DUI. I don't know if that's the dance that she did just before the drunk incident, but Either way, they're all about the they're all about the same. The only thing that changes with their dance is if she has knives, clothes, or whatever. The outfits change. It's usually the
Do we
same.
know if the arrest from California Highway Patrol was for drunk driving? Or
Yes, it
we
was.
do
It
not?
was DUI.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think she's ever sober. And I'm not even trying to be funny. I don't know what in a 24-hour day period when she's not sleeping, what is her sobriety level, do you think?
I don't know her. I don't follow her on Instagram or anything.
You can't anymore now.
So I don't know. I mean, one of the things she talked about was that she was always medicated, right? When she was in her conservatorship.
Yeah.
So it would be interesting that she would choose to be back on drugs again, but I guess they're different kind of drugs and things that you can do, right?
Yeah. Well,
Or maybe her brain just got super fried, like, haven't you met somebody that they don't necessarily drink a lot or do a lot of drugs, but just because of what they've been through, and a lot of it could be trauma.
Yeah,
there's just it looks like drugs, but it's actually trauma or gone just that kind of pressure can drive a person crazy and make your brain do all kinds of things.
Oh, sure, absolutely. It's sad. I mean, really, it is sad. We're not trying to make fun of her. It's weird. It's different. It's odd, but it's also very sad. Okay.
Indeed.
Wish her all the best. Yeah, she's out of jail now. She did. So
Look at the sports.
But this is totally off topic. This is a whole new topic. I want you to watch this video, everyone, and I'm just gonna let it present itself. And I want to hear your thoughts, Ashley, and those who are watching this, why this thing is happening, and the thing that will be explained right now.
Logos from the 90s. Cartoon dinosaurs, snarling animals, neon gradients, 5 colors, 6 outlines. They were loud, they were weird, and sometimes they were ugly, but they were unmistakable. Now, look at the sports logos from today. Cleaner, simpler, usually inside a circle, often just 2 or 3 colors. If you took color away, it would be hard to tell some of them apart. But this isn't just happening in sports. Look around. Our buildings are becoming gray boxes. Our fashion labels are using the same few fonts. We're living through the great flattening, where the unique soul of teams are being sanded down into a safe geometric template. So how did we get here? How did we go from sports logos being a symbol of local identity to becoming something more corporate, safe, boring? What changed? Because it turns out the reason your favorite team's logo looks more like a tech startup these days isn't just about a change in taste. There's something deeper going on.
Okay, so he doesn't answer the question that short. I guess you have to go to his channel. But that's okay. We can pontificate.
You're a man, and I think that you watch some sports.
Yes.
What do you think about that?
Well, it's
First of all,
funny.
the logos.
My favorite team, my favorite hockey team, the only sport I watch is hockey. I'm Canadian for context for people. Not that I don't enjoy other sports, but I don't have enough time in my life to watch more than one sport. Because I watch every single one of my team's games. That's 82 games a year, and if they make the playoffs, I'm watching a lot of hockey. So that being said, the Montreal Canadiens is my favorite hockey team of all time. So ironically, their logo has been standard the whole franchise history over 100 years. It's a very simple logo, but those logos that he was showing have been scaled down. Yeah, like the Raptors and other teams, the Islanders, things like that. So the question he poses is, I'm sorry to the Rangers fan there. Hey, congratulations to your team winning the first game and a first home game in over 100 games or 100 days. That's a good job, guys. Okay. So that being said, what are your thoughts?
Well, I wanted to ask if you noticed or if you know if this has been a gradual thing or is this something that's just happened recently?
It seems to be almost more recently. I've seen other videos on this as well. Has come across my algorithm. I don't know if it fits into the conspiracy part of the world of our show because we do touch on some conspiracies, but maybe it's I don't know why. I'm not in advertising, so anyone who's in advertising might be able to speak to this. I don't really know anyone in advertising. Do you have any friends in advertising that can maybe answer this for our next show that might have an answer?
I do. I can ask a friend. But I was going to say I did come across an article recently where they were talking about how the wealthier people are, the less colors they're using in their homes. Like if you look back to the 80s, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The 70s or the 80s or even the 90s. Let's stick with the 70s. It was quite colorful back then, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You'd have like all these different colors, and now the wealthier people seem to be, the more gray and monotone their houses seem to be. And they were talking architecturally about what that means.
Why do you
and what it does to our brains, because colors colors have a way of, inciting thoughts and creativity and ideas and giving us feelings. Where, like for example, orange is supposed to make you happy, and red is supposed to make you a little bit, But so it is interesting if it's intentional or if it's just the way things are going, right?
Right. I don't know. I think there might be some sort of, I don't want to say dumbing down or some sort of identity. It's almost like identity is being taken away. And I don't know. See, this is me trying to make a conspiracy out of this. But maybe there is some sort of Wally World type. I don't know if you know that movie. Well, not Wally World. That's European. That's Christmas vacation. Oh, sorry, Vacation. What's that movie? Wally. Wasn't there a Pixar movie called Wally in the future?
I haven't seen that one. I definitely thought you were talking about National Lampoon's Vacation.
No, I was. I
World.
misspoke on that. Wally is the name of the film. But anyways, the idea that everything's sort of bland and boring and the color's sort of gone. I think it's a way to, I don't know, make us numb and dumb. I don't know.
Well, again, colors incite feelings. Like for example, you're supposed to wear blue when you go to court. That's what Hillary wore. Apparently, blue makes you look more trustworthy.
That's
Orange
why we have a blue
makes you
background.
happy.
Look, the blue background.
Oh, good job.
Yes,
But do you see what I'm saying? Taking a color scheme out of our lives in terms of where we're living, in terms of what we're seeing, and specifically, I think sports, because men get really into sports, is an interesting evolution, if you will.
Well, Charles brings up a good point here. Maybe simple logos means cheaper production for merch and better margins. Yeah, if it's always like that thing, follow the money. There might be a money reason. Simpler to make, cheaper production. Yeah, good point. Okay. The last clip here is sort of a funny thing to talk about, but I want to show you. It's a meme. And you'll see that the meme speaks for itself. Okay, did you catch that? So the me. I'll go back a bit. So the caption is her. Come to my room. I need to charge my phone. Me, no, you don't. It's on 95%. Me, 5 years later, realizing, oh, she wanted me in her room. She just gave me some sort of innocuous reason to be in the room. Okay, and that's him realizing 5 years later, F me. I'm such an idiot. I have a story that relates to this. You want to hear it? Okay. Oh, you're still muted there, Ashley.
Yes, I would like to hear the story.
Okay. Do the listeners at home want to hear? No, okay. Nobody cares. When I was divorced, this was a while back. I've been remarried. I've been happily remarried now for over 16 years. So 16 years ago, I was 30. Thank you. I was 34 years old, recently divorced. And I was married to my first wife for 11 years. So I've been married for all my adult life. That being said, there was a window when I wasn't married. I was dating. And I got married young the first time. And I was raised religious. And so let me just say, I was in a very conservative religion growing up. I've left that religion after the divorce. So when I was divorced, I was very naive and stupid and didn't understand how anything works. I didn't have any game, Ashley. Believe it or not, I still don't have any game. I don't need to anymore because I'm married. But the point is, I didn't have game. There's this gorgeous
Mayor.
girl. Yeah, gorgeous mayor. Yeah, no kidding. No, I was of age too. I was 33 at the time, 34, and this beautiful young gal was probably 10 years younger than me, and she was like she's a fitness guru now. Like she has her own Instagram. She's out of the military. I don't want to say too much about her in case anyone's listening from my it's nothing bad about her. It's me. I'm the idiot here, or maybe not. You tell me, because you're a woman, right? So, she called me up and said, hey, can you help me pick up my car at the garage? Because I put my car in the garage. And basically, I was her Uber. So, like, I'm single, of course, and just, sure, you're a gorgeous girl. I've always thought so. So, we were friends at work, but I didn't think she thought anything of me. And so she texted me and said, come help me. So, I went to her house, picked her up at her apartment, I should say. We went to the garage. She got in her car, and she goes, hey, let's go get a Starbucks, whatever, let's hang out. I'm like, sure, let's hang out. And I remember, Ashley, that we're at the Starbucks. I mean, she's way above my league, and she and I are sitting at the table, and I'm like, in my mind, I'm pretending, oh, she's my girlfriend, because guys would walk in, people would walk in, and I'm with this girl, like, yeah, that's my woman, but she wasn't, right? But I'm role playing in my head, like, this is amazing. What it must feel like to be with a gorgeous woman of this stature and power. And then she goes, no, okay, so this is This is the charging of the phone situation. You tell me if this is what she meant or not. She goes, hey, I bought a new, this at the time, plasma TVs were big at the time. She goes, do you want to see my plasma TV at the house, at my apartment? I said, sure. I'd love technology. I would love to see your plasma TV. So we go to her apartment. She shows me the plasma TV, and I'm like, oh, cool. And then I left shortly thereafter. So the question I have for you, Ashley, is, am I an idiot?
Well, it really depends. Did she want to watch something on the plasma TV?
She did not. I don't recall. This was a while ago. This was like 17 years ago. I don't recall the invitation to watch a show.
Did she offer you a beverage?
No, not that I recall. See, and I even remember thinking, again, I don't have any game, so I didn't know what I was supposed to really do. And she did have a boyfriend, but her boyfriend was on duty on the ship, so we all knew that he was on like he can't leave the ship for 24 hours. And it's the one day she calls me to add some context is when her boyfriend can't be around. Again, just add context. Doesn't mean I'm not trying to lead the witness, Your Honor, but
I was going to say, but it also is the one day she needed help with her car.
That's
right?
true. Her
Just happened
boyfriend's
to
unavailable
follow on the same day. So I think you made the right move because she had a boyfriend, and that would have been rude. But I think that it could have gone either way. But it sounds like.
Yeah, I never acted on it. I guess I'm too much of a gentleman. But I've had friends tell me, I've told other Navy friends the story over the years, and most of the guys are like, "You're an idiot, Ryan. She was obviously looking for you to make a move." But
I was gonna say, I think most guys might, and she would. It would be. I think that it would be remiss on her, or it would be leading on her part to invite you over and not want you to make a move, right? I'm not the kind of girl that will ever make a move. So if you were just like, cool TV later, I hope everything works out well. That's like what a dude would do. But knowing she had a boyfriend changes it a little, if that makes sense for me.
No, that does. Okay, so I'll never know. Okay, here we go.
You could always call her and ask her.
We're friends on Facebook. I have actually thought over the years just to ask out of fun, like, hey, do you remember 17 years ago? Like, had I done something? But I don't know if I want to know the answer, because if she says no, then it would be embarrassing. Like, how dare you think I'd want that from you? And then if she says, yeah, hell yeah, I wanted you to, then I'd be like living in regret. So I think it's better just not knowing.
I'm trying to think of a guy called me 17 years later to ask me if I meant like for him to, things like that have happened to me a lot. I usually actually literally need help. So, I feel like if a guy came over and I was like, oh, do you want to see my plasma TV? And I wanted him to do that, I think it would be very weird if he asked me 17 years later, like, did you? Wait, who are you again? But I know you're friends on Facebook, so that makes it a little bit different. Yeah, who knows? Did she marry that guy?
No. Oh, no.
I think you did the right thing by not making a move because she had a boyfriend.
All right, fair enough. Okay. All right, so here's this study. What do you think?
This is true. I know for sure. Study says hugging and cuddling kills depression, relieves anxiety, adds strength and strengthens the immune system. So cuddling provides oxytocin when you're cuddling with somebody, and that's the same chemical that your brain comes up with when a baby is with a mother, right? Oxytocin. When I pet Hondo, he gets oxytocin and I get oxytocin. Hondo's my dog, if you don't know that. So 100% I believe this. Also, I think that people like to be hugged. I don't know if you've ever heard there's things you can get for yourself and for your dogs, actually. Like they're called, what are they called? Like they wrap around you for dogs that have anxiety. They're like vests. I 100% believe this is true and strengthens the immune system. Plus, I think we're not supposed to be alone. What do you think?
Oh, I agree with you, and you're very good. I had to look up the study to see if it was valid. You got it right away with the cortisol. Did you say cortisol? Oh, and cortisol.
Well, there's a few things that come out. It's oxytocin, and then there's another chemical, not cortisol.
Well, it lowers it.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. See, there you go. You know what you're talking about. So for us uninformed like me, I'll just speak to me, but there might be a couple listeners who don't know. So hugging releases oxytocin, like you said, that's the love hormone is what it's referred to, and lowers cortisol, which is the stress hormone. It improves mood. Studies link frequent hugs to reduced anxiety, better stress coping, and lower depressive feelings, though it does not literally kill clinical depression. It just helps it, right? Mm-hmm. Now, regarding the immune system, check this out. So research, including a prominent Carnegie Mellon University in 2014, shows more frequent hugs buffer against stress-related illness. Fewer or severe colds are reduced. Infection susceptibility or being prone to infection is reduced, and lower inflammation via oxytocin again, and social support effects. Isn't that crazy?
It's beautiful. It's something that I feel like I guess I'm lucky to know has been fact for a long time. But yes, you should hug people that you love as much as you can. It's good for your immune system. It creates oxytocin that literally floods your body with healthy things and helpful things.
Now, when I hug my wife from behind, I'll tell you what else is released. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so what?
You can't help yourself. It's hilarious.
I'm ridiculous.
Coitus happens next, right?
Now here's a fun topic. Check this out. This is real. So here's Tim Tebow. I think he was a football player back in the day. He's showing the Senate here a map of 338,000 red dots across. This is just across the U.S. Let's not even talk about, the rest of the world, Canada, Mexico, all the other countries in the world. Each one of these dots, folks, is a U.S. IP address trading like Pokemon cards, child abuse images and or videos. The blue dots, you can barely see them actually, but they're there. There's blue dots. You see the blue dots scattered?
Hardly.
Yeah. Those blue dots are the actual investigations.
This is, you want to know my feelings about it?
That's why we're here.
Pathetic. I don't understand. We have invested so much technology into doing so many things. Like basically most states, I don't even know if people realize this, your car is always being watched. How come they can't figure this out and go to every single person's house?
Manpower.
IP addresses give you the address to a person's home, no?
It can, but they're also VPNs. So the IP address.
Fine. Let's go. We'll start one step at a time. The ones that don't have VPNs, this should not be so red, in my opinion. What do you think?
No, I think it should be more red. Of course, it should. We have some missing areas here.
This is embarrassing, in my opinion. This is embarrassing.
Well, yeah, this is horrible. This is you're absolutely that's the problem is the manpower. So I got a little bit of information here. So, the problem here is Tebow has used the map to urge senators to pass the bipartisan Renewed Hope Act. It was introduced just this year, which aims to provide more funding, analysis, and resources to combat online child exploitation. He emphasized the crisis scale that you've just spoken to, noting rising unidentified victims in databases like Interpol's over 90,000 cases, and stressed that law enforcement is overwhelmed. He says, we are losing this fight. This aligns with reports from sources elsewhere. Okay, so the idea here is yes, but let's send more money to war. Send more money.
Thank you. What's frustrating to me is the allocation of tax dollars of funds to so many things that are not this.
Yeah, let's help another. I don't want to get political, but let's help another country fight a war somewhere else when we have children being exploited in their homeland. That's right,
literally, right? Very literally.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring you down on that. I apologize.
No. I do get fervent and passionate about things like that. This
is our world. This is what this show sometimes gets serious. It's not always about dancing Britney with knives. Sometimes we have to talk about what's more dangerous, or dancing Britney with a knife.
What's more unacceptable? Well, it's more like, let's again back to your point. Not even just about the redness and the dearth of blue dots, by the way, which represent people that are not doing it. I'm an English major. You forgot this. It's more like, why has so much money been allocated to other things when this is still happening? It's just specifically technology. I'm going to bring up something that might be touchy, but there's a lot of information about how Ring cameras are being used for ICE stuff. Like, okay, what about the American babies being traded, their pictures and like, this is unacceptable for me.
All right, you heard it here, folks. Unacceptable for Ashley, and Ryan's getting there. I'm almost on board of this. All right. Okay, well, let's bring it up a little bit. So remember we talked about Karen at the beginning of the show? Sorry, not really Karen. It was the Screamo woman or person in the car.
The groin to the taint. I'll never forget her.
Groin to the taint. Great song. Check it out, folks. It's on iTunes right now. Well, it's sort of what I should say, reminding me of Karen. So we all know what a Karen is. There is a video game company, Ashley, that is capitalizing on the Karen phenomenon. They've created a video game. I haven't seen the trailer yet for this game, so this is a real game. I had to verify this is a real game. Let's check it out together. Here is the upcoming Karen, the video game.
Sorry, we're all out of half and half.
We can only do an exchange.
No, breadsticks are extra.
I'm sorry, ma'am. That's our policy.
Fantastic. All right.
I think they caught that perfectly because if you notice, a lot of Karens will be passive aggressive. Like they'll have like a bumper sticker, live, laugh, love, like, and things like this, but then they'll lose it, right?
Why does the Karen have that look? Why we all like if you showed that picture to anyone?
I mean,
they'll
but
know-
she's the blonde that was yelling in the car, right?
No,
In
that
a
woman was-
way, they have a similar haircut.
Yeah, I love our Karens, and I love how it's rated E for entitled instead of E for everyone. I do like the.
Oh, that's so funny.
Yeah. Anyways, I won't play it. It's a silly concept. The idea of just basically it's a white woman who's a little bit overweight with a short bob haircut, destroying the mall wherever she is.
And mostly the buildup of like, you know, we can only give you 2 sugars, bread is extra, all the little things that Karens get so bent out of shape about, right?
Yeah. Okay. Last thing, this last part of our show. I'm glad, or not glad. I'm glad we're doing the show. Thanks everyone who's hung out with us throughout this hour. We appreciate your support and watching our show. Hopefully you'll join us for episode 3. Remember, subscribe on What Is This World podcast. It's found on both audio now and on YouTube, so you can subscribe. And we appreciate you doing that. We've got a couple new subscribers on our standalone channel, so we appreciate that. I did see the news for this. I'm going to show you the image first from Marlon Wayans. I'm not sure if you are familiar with Marlon Wayans as a person.
Mhm.
Okay, good. I watched in Living Color, his older brother, Damon Wayans, of course, and his other brother's name, Keenan Ivory Wayans. There you go. Incredible, talented family of comedians. They did the Scary movies. Well, the new trailer just dropped for the Scary movie, and I heard the headlines that some people, like i.e. Gen Zs, these little kids, speaking of these kids who are basically like 20-year-old Karens, were upset with the trailer. And I haven't seen the trailer because of the jokes or the humor, which makes me very excited. And this is what Marlon had to say about that response to the trailer to those individuals. And I'll show that first. He said, "What we're trying to do is bring back laughter. This is about bringing back comedy the way it used to be. I think the only way to do it is you have to cancel the cancel culture." And I tend to agree with that. I'm team Marlon on that. Here's the thing. If you don't like it, then just don't watch it. Don't be a Karen to smash up the movie or tear down the movie posters. You just pay with your bucks by not paying. You know, there's a lot of movies I haven't seen, but I never go online. I never thumbs down the trailer. I'm one of those people, maybe because I'm old, I have never left a negative comment on YouTube in my life.
Oh, wow.
I've seen tons of stuff that I'm not interested in, or even the stuff that's garbage or stupid, but the person who made it never knew I felt that way.
That's
It's
sweet.
irrelevant. Well, no, it's just irrelevant. It's just, it doesn't matter. All you're doing is you're trying to hurt the person. I've already had, we've got comments here that someone said it was a loser. That's fine. But,
Well, I'm going to stand up for Ryan. He's not a
Oh.
loser. He's my friend. So please don't speak derogatorily about him.
well, it's very sweet of you. I hope I'm not a loser, but
You're
that's the
not
thing is,
a loser.
but people say
You're a
those things
winner.
actually. Well, I'm not a winner either. I'm just normal. I'm just a person. Just a dad and a granddad.
Also,
and
Ryan gets this whole thing going together, guys. So
well, don't blame me. Maybe that could be a bad
also
thing too.
this, Karens, don't ruin everything for everyone, right? You can go home
Yeah.
and cry on your pillow and eat a
You
chocolate
can.
cake or something.
Cry on your pillow. It's fine. We can all do that. So here is, we save this for last, just in case YouTube kicks us off for terms of service. I'm not sure how trailers work for live broadcasting, but
It's
here we
very
go.
bizarre. Trailers should want to be played because it just spreads the word. It's
I
always
think they're okay with trailers. I think
confusing.
sometimes the trailers can have music in them though. That's copywritten. That's the problem.
Real quick though, what number Scream is this? Is this like 3, 4,
I think
5?
it's number 6.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's been a while since the Scream movies come out.
True.
I had a mad crush on Anna Faris. I still do. I think she's a very lovely woman. Anyways, I don't know if she's in this one. I haven't seen the trailer. So here we go. Prepare to be offended, folks. Prepare to be offended. Here we go. Oh, the difference.
Shit. My God, he stabbed her. Not her. My pronouns are they, them. Stab them.
We back.
There's a serial killer on the loose.
Hello, Tuesday.
I had been preparing for this for years. Hello, Mother.
Oh,
You look like shit.
Should we hug?
I really want to, but I'm a Republican now, so I'm supposed to be racist.
Oh, God. All white people are racist anyway. Come here.
Okay.
Hey there, we heard tell of a Halloween party. We're here to drink, play bad music, do some half gay shit.
Why just half gay?
Stop smiling. Run, bitch,
Mom, Santa gave me a severed arm.
Be sure to thank him.
What the?
Somebody help! Help!
Bitch, we on break. So you handle yours. I'll be right over here eating my falafel and my pork rinds. Bitch.
Yeah.
I love it, and it's perfectly in alignment with what Marlon Wayne said in the beginning.
Yeah.
Like just bringing out everything that, like canceling the cancel culture.
Yeah, it looks fun. I enjoyed the other scary movies. It looks fun. And I enjoy like real horror movies, so I knew all the characters there. Though I'm not a fan of the Terrifier movies. I like my Friday the 13th and Halloween and Freddy Krueger. I'm not a fan of like just gore porn or whatever it's called. Just torture.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's just
I
like
think gore porn is a different thing, Ryan.
yeah,
but-
well, that's the Terrifier films. They're like which is fine. There's an audience for it. It just doesn't interest me. I like atmospheric type stuff. Anyways, nobody cares.
I'm
Okay.
excited about that movie. It looks fantastic. It looks very
It
cool.
looks fun, and I'm totally offended. No. Well, there you go, folks. That is another episode of What Is This World? These are the discussions we have. These are the things that come across our phones and our internet. I didn't ask for any of this stuff. This is stuff actually that naturally comes across my feeds. And yeah, I can't show you everything that comes across my feeds, but I can show you the things
That would
we
be against YouTube terms of service.
I
for
think
sure.
so. I think so. But that being said, it's always interesting to see what the world brings us. And I think to myself, are we going to have stuff to talk about next week? I don't know. Stand by.
Pretty
talk
sure.
about we do have an intro being made right now, an intro and outro, don't we?
Yes.
Okay.
Hopefully it'll be by next week, but we're gonna let the artist take his time.
Okay. And are you sleeping with him or nude photos? How are we paying him?
I had coitus. I told you.
Okay. All right. Just making sure. Do I have to have coitus with him too, or
Well, yes. He said just half gay though would be fine.
half gay's fine? I can do that. Okay. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching.
Thank you
and
guys
we'll-
for being here. We'll see you next week. What
we'll
are you gonna
see you
say,
in a week.
Ryan?
Yeah, we'll see you in a week.